said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Entering play call screen.
The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah. Turning it on! The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Options, bad attempt is selected.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
There are 6 categories.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Back to pass. It's Raiola. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Corner blitz 2. Cover 6.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackle.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There
Ready
are 8
to try the point
categories.
after.
You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 3 match.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get us.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Extending the play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points, winning this game in all 3 phases.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The running back has it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and throwing over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
You have 15 options. Pat attempt is selected.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though,
continues to fight for yards. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pat attempt is selected.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Oh, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but worry. This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Huskers send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. On the run, it's Hardy. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. Rides to the back and leaves it. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Cover 3 match.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting a sack, getting the fumble.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Did the work himself.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking for a deep man. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Hardy. Turns it on in midfield. Hits a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Entering play call, coach
They'll
suggestions.
try to add another to their lead.
Categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
And the extra point is good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw. Now to try to find a way. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Cover 1 LB blitz.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much going for it all. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tiger.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Options. That attempt is selected.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He's got the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
There are 6
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. At the 45 on his way. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Shallow cross is selected.
Leaves it with the running back. Delivers the stiff arm. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead.
Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Call, coach
they'll try to tack one more on their score.
You have 15 options.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are
and
6
here
categories.
comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Oh, they're after him. The short hands. It's Johnson. Bust through behind his pad. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
There are 6 categories.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
They'll try to get the first through the air. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. That's caught. It's Hardy. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Got to be smart, patient, quick vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Ghost wheels is selected.
Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
You have 15 options. Cat attempt is selected.
And the extra point is good.
Entering play call, you have 5
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now
selected.
ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he booted it out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Hardy. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
They'll run it out of the shotgun, fighting off the defender. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Entering play call.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. Was to pass. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Options, attempt is selected.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Entering
so that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Inside zone split.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Coach suggestions.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
AHP swing.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running the red zone. It's Hardy. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Spacing switch.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Empty selected.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails for the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskers line up to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fanning. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and, man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Getting set for the
there
point
are 8
after.
categories. You have 15 options. Pat attempt is
The
selected.
kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick
Entering
strike
play
offense
call,
on that
you have 5
three-play
options.
scoring drive.
Kickoff left is selected.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Huskers decide to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give on the option. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Inside zone split.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Options, spacing switch is selected.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Enter Pickett, shallow cross.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Entering play call, sim pressure 3.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step 1 in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures. But when you get the sacks, and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the catch near the 50. And the returner will be knocked down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. HD slip screen is selected.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Heaves it on the run. Grabs it inside the 15. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Inside zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
They'll try to add another to their
categories.
lead.
You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
And they did tack on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Entering play call, coach suggest cover 4 con, cover 1
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. A design run for the quarterback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Entering play call, you have 5
Missouri
options.
will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Breaks the tackle. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Raiola. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering play, squeeze block.
The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Power football with the run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Pulls it in. It's Davis. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Coach suggestions.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Steps away. He's going to take off. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Inside zone split.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Coach suggestions.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Find some fresh air. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Zone is selected.
They'll ride Davis here. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
HB zone.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
We have 15 options.
And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Entering play call, RPO red Florida screen.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Wants to go up top. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, Dave.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Entering play call, you have 3 options.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little room. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Mizzou has it back on the offense
options,
coming out on the field.
Selected.
This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Entering play call,
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for space. It's Flowers. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. 1st down and more. Wide open spaces. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up for the PAT.
Options,
and with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Entering
a very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The play action fake. Bears the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Manning. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At midfield, he's got room. And he's all close to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Close from the tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Let's go.
They're going to ride this running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He's going to run it. Runs through a tackle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his
categories. You have 15 options.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. The kickoff safe through the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Huskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position.
There are 8 categories.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Touchdown, Missouri! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
They have 15 options.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. All wideouts, no backs. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. See if anything memorable can come from this one.
Coach suggestions.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
T-Cross is selected.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying the run, it's Roberts. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You have 15 options.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Call, you have 5
and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A-game, getting a sack on that last one.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Inside the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip.
HB zone is selected.
Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
The AT unit
there are
on the
8
field.
categories. You have 15 options.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Entering play
A
call,
very
you have
efficient
10 options.
five-way
The
scoring
left is
drive.
selected.
And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone.
Number 6.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw it.
Turning it on! And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. The throw. And wings it incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the league. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Finding an escape route. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the big fella really had nowhere to go. You're trying to catch people off guard by throwing it to him. He was a little bit open, but, man, that closed fast, and he had nowhere to go. No gain on the play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Entering play call, RPO peak slant.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
This time it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the old lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. And now on second down for this offense. They give it to him again. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
You have 15 options.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Play call,
and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Got it behind the line. It's Ives. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And
he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And the Huskers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to the well.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2.
Counter.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Handoff to the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Second down coming up.
You have 12 options. Drag curl is selected.
Looking to fire. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They want that clock to run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
There are 8 categories.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Entering
Precise,
play call,
relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Entering
quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Coach suggestions.
They'll run this play from the pistol.
12 options. RPO peak slant is selected.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coach, inside zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Outside zone is
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, keep the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Rush is on him. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
He'll try to tack on one more.
You have 15 options.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Entering play
so that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough today.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Zone fidget is selected.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
HB play formation, doubles HBWK. There are 12 categories.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights.
Entering post-game
now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David
selected.
Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.